Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today is the day 21 for our PCNSA series. So I have already covered about the destination NAT in very detailed way if you look at my previous video. So if you have not watched that video, I recommend you to please watch and come back. In this particular video, we are talking about we are going to discuss dynamic destination NAT. Okay, what are the cases where we are going to use dynamic destination NAT, and also we have some features or we have limited features, I can say, for doing a load balancing, right? And also we'll see with the practical explanation that how a destination dynamic NAT works. Okay, so I'll request you to please watch this video till the end because it will be helpful for few fixes and for few scenarios as well. Okay, this is basically game changer for you guys if you have that particular idea. So please watch till the end. Also I'll request you to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any video from me. So without any further delay, let's get started. Friends, first of all, we'll understand what is dynamic destination NAT, what are the use cases, and how exactly it works with the load balancing. Okay, with the help of this particular diagram, we'll try to understand all these points. Okay, so friends, let's understand dynamic destination NAT first. Okay, so dynamic destination NAT, the destination NAT already explained in my previous video. So destination NAT is in layer 3. If you see the source IP address and destination IP address, when we are changing the destination IP address, that is called as destination NAT, right? So the traffic is coming from the user from internet and it is going and hitting the destination. So here the destination IP is getting changed because as the server is configured in the private IP address and the original request is coming with the public IP address, right? So the request is coming with the public IP address and it is getting NATed to private IP address, right? So here we are changing the destination, that is reason it is called as destination NAT, right? Now in dynamic destination NAT, what exactly happens is, so I am hitting public IP address, but it will get NATed to multiple IP address. Okay, how? Let's try to understand. So let's understand or imagine a scenario wherein we have two web server. The reason being because one server is not able to handle all the traffic which is coming from the internet, right? So we have two server and it is basically for the same purpose. So in that particular case, what we can do is we can dynamically or we can send the traffic. We can utilize both the web servers and we can basically load balance the traffic between both the servers. So how the traffic or how the flow will be working? The traffic will be coming from original user which is from internet and it basically hits the Palo Alto firewall. Okay. Now Palo Alto firewall has a NAT entry saying that if somebody is hitting on this particular IP address, it get translated to 100 or 101. As you can see, 101 and 100, right? So what I'm trying to say over here is that it will dynamically NAT to both the servers. Now here we can do or we can basically provide some little more feature which is provided by Palo Alto, which it can do some kind of load balancing. It is not that how F5 does, but it has that feature to load balance the traffic, right? So for an example, round robin. So the first traffic will hit the web server 1, the second will web server 2, third will web server 1. So it will do a kind of a round robin load balancing. So it will help the user to use both the server at the same time, okay, by using only one IP address, and it is dynamic nature because we are not sure which IP it will get translated to. So we cannot say it is a static as well. So with the help of dynamic destination NAT, we can use multiple servers and we can basically send the traffic and we can do a load balancing like that. Okay, friends, let's move on to the lab and we'll try to configure the dynamic destination NAT, see how it exactly it works. Okay, so let's move on to the lab. So I'm using the same lab, the one I'm using to make you understand about dynamic NAT. Okay, so this is the two web servers that you can see over here. Okay, now what is the target over here is, this is internet user. So this is internet user who will be sending the traffic on this IP address. Okay, and Palo Alto will be configuring a dynamic destination NAT, and it basically NAT the traffic to server 1 and server 2 with round robin load balancing method. Okay, so this is the target that we are going to do in this particular lab. This is the configuration that needs to be configured in Palo Alto. Now configuration on the interface IP address already been done. Even the NAT policies are done, we just need to modify some of the things. Okay, and if I talk about the policy, but I'll be explaining you again and again in this particular video as well, that how can we configure a NAT policy and security policy, but it is already being configured. Okay, we are using the same configuration what we have done in the previous video. So if you have not watched, I will recommend you to please watch that. Okay, so let's open the dashboard of Palo Alto and we'll see how can we configure this. Okay, so friends, this is the dashboard of Palo Alto firewall. Okay, so we'll go to the network. I'll just show you that we have already configured the IP addresses over here. Okay, and as per whatever that we have mentioned in this particular topology, so accordingly we have configured here. Okay, if I wanted to show you the routing as well, we are having all the routes. Okay, and this is the route which will get generated or that will get configured, because the internet route, which is this one, as I have configured is statically. I have configured in the static routes that you can see 0.0 through this particular value. Okay, and even I have already explained you how we can configure this. Okay, now let's go to the policy, into the NAT policy. Okay, now this is the out from DMZ. Okay, so I'm coming from outside interface and I'm going to DMZ interface like this. So this is the policy that we are going to use, and I have already explained why we have mentioned outside to outside and how this NAT is working. So let's open this NAT. We are going to edit this NAT. So original IP address will be there, as original source is outside, destination zone will be also outside, and destination address will be 129.150, right? Now, as before we were statically sending this traffic or statically NATing to a private IP address, but we have two IP address right now. So what we are going to do is we are going to create an object. So let's create an object which is server 1. Okay, I will just put the IP address as 220.100. Okay, so 20.100. Okay, server 1. I'll be creating server 2 192.168.20.101, right? And then I'll be creating a group. So I'll just mention it as server GRP, which is group, adding server 1 and adding the server 2. Okay, so I have created an object and I have created a group and I have called that particular object server 1, server 2. In the policy, I have to open the policy, go to translate, packet, and here I just need to define as dynamic IP with session distribution, and I'm going to specify the server group. Now in this server group we have what? We have server 1 and server 2 and session distribution method. Now here we can define as round robin. We have multiple others as well, but I am going to choose this round robin, which I can show you the lab for. So everything will remain the same, only the destination translation part will be changed, that's all. Okay, because we are not changing the public IP address, we are not changing the source IP address, we are not changing anything. We are just adding multiple servers into the translation list, right? If I go to the security policy, and if I show you the security policy which is coming from outside to DMZ, so again the source will be outside only because anyone can come. Destination still be as a DMZ, and it will be a public IP address because this IP is pre-NAT IP address. An application, I can specify anything. Let's say for now it's a web server, so we are going to allow, so you can define web traffic over here. Right now I'm not defining it, so let's create this and let's commit this configuration. Okay, so once it is commit, we'll try and test it from our user. So we'll just wait for commit process to get complete. Okay, so I'll just stop the video and start it again once it is completed. So friends, as you can see that the configuration committed successfully. Now let's move on to this user machine. Okay, I'll just say yes. So I'll just check the IP address. So IP config. So I'm getting a proper IP address, which is fine. Okay, I'll just okay, I can maximize this because it is too small that you will be able to see properly. So I'll just make it as this one. Keep the changes. I guess we're good now. So I'll be opening two different browsers. So sometime what happens with the browser cookie in the same browser, it might reflect the same server. So I'm using different server so that I should see different I'm connecting to the different servers. So the round robin should happen properly. So let's put the IP address over here. 172. It is loading now. So 172. Okay. 29 129 150. Fine. And I'll be copying this and I'll be putting into this as well. Same thing. Okay. So let's put this. And if I want to see what is happening, so I can just do 143 admin and the password. Okay, I can just change the settings to 14. Okay, apply. So session all. Okay, let's try it again and we'll see. So it is hitting and it is going to 101. Okay, so it is getting translated, but I guess it's not working properly. Okay, so let's try to check what is the configuration that is missing on this. So let's try to open this one. So control plane host open ports. So it is listening on that particular IP address. Is that IP address is not working properly? So IP interface brief, it's there. Show IP route. I am sending the traffic via 20.10 and the network is also 20. I guess I have to suspend this. I have to resume it for some time because I have seen this happens with the switch sometime. Okay, so let's try to suspend this. Let's try to resume it. Let's try to check it again. So I can see that the configuration looks fine. There is no problem in the configuration and it is basically sending the traffic towards the destination as well. Okay, and even you can see it is sending the other translation to the 100 as well. But looks like there is some issue with the switch. So let's open the switch and we'll try to. Okay, so I guess switch is stuck now. Let me reboot the switch. So stop and I'll start it. So I'll just stop the video while the switch is getting started. Okay, so friends, as you can see, the switch has started now. Let me just try and access it now. Okay, or I'll just copy this. Okay, I am getting the username password to log in. Now once I have logged in, okay, is that the other? Okay, I guess I have missed one command in the router. So username, I have to go to config mode, username, and privilege mode 15 Cisco. Okay, done. So let's try it now. So I'm getting the page for server 2. Let's try it from here. So I'll just put the Cisco and the password. I have put the wrong password, is it? Okay, now it is showing me server 2, but I'll just try another browser again, this time Firefox, sorry, Chrome. So let's see whether it's working or not. So is it? Let's try this. Okay, okay, I guess for me it is always be going to the same IP at same server. So let's try again. We'll see whether it's going to the correct server. Okay, still it is moving to the same server, but if you see the translation over here, sometime it is moving to the server 1 and server 2, both it is moving, but it is showing me server 1 always, right? So let me try one more time, last. Okay, let's see it is moving to server 1 or not. I guess first time it is going to the server 1, but as I guess I have some other password in this, That is the reason it is not getting authenticated. Let me put the same password what I have it. So let's go to config, username, privilege level 15, password same, right? Let's do that. I am expecting, I guess, the same thing. So first time it is going to the same server, but as the username password was different, it is moving to another server. Now it is going to server 1. Okay, so as you can see, it is moving to server 1 and it is going to server 2. So it is doing some kind of load balancing, and I can tell you the both translation is happening properly here. So this is how a dynamic destination works in this particular way. Okay, and this is what I wanted to cover in this video. If you have any questions related to any topics or something, you can let me know in the comment, or if you have any suggestions as well, you can reach out to me through Instagram, Facebook, or through comment as well if you want a special video or something. Okay, thank you so much for watching till the end, and also I'll request you to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any video from me. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next.